Friday. So I literally just left from meeting up with my friends because one of my friends, she just turned 40. She ain't 41. She said she's 41. She turned 42. I need to call her and be like, you lied. So I met up with them and met up with my sister, and we went out and we had a really good time. We had a really good time. Other than the simple fact that my sisters just told me she has some tickets to go to the Sean Shane. I don't even know the name of it. That daggone concert on Kennedy Center. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you got tickets and you didn't tell me? She was like, yes, I wanted to go. I'm like, out of everything that you could have done, why didn't you tell me you were going? Because that's where I want to go and I want to take Symphony. And I also want to dress in a really nice, very, very nice dress, like I'm going to the opera. She kind of laughed and I'm like, I'm not even playing. I was so mad. I'm going to tell mom. I told her I'm going to tell mommy. You selfish man. You don't share anything. Anywho, we had a good time. We had a really good time tonight. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you some real stuff. I seen some women up in there, the spot that we went to, and they look good. Some of them was like, I'm 57, I'm 58, I'm 60. I said, whoa, are you sure? And it was so funny because where I went to, we did go to an outing, and it's a 35 and older. It's like, and I really like that atmosphere because it's the people that got sense. The crazy part about it is that before 12 o'clock the place ends, so people got stuff to, they got bedtime and families and they go home, but everybody's respectable and very nice. But some of the women that I met in there, I was like, wow, you cannot be 57, you cannot be 60, you 60. So, y'all, it was so funny because he was like, the DJ was like, I need all the ladies, if your knees don't hurt, to drop it. I was like, the ladies that were like, they're like, whatever, like they need the oil, like, please, ain't nobody doing that. But anyway, I met some really nice, distinguished ladies. I mean, just very nice. That do a lot of traveling, and it was really nice to get out with my sister and have a good time. They did this line dancing, and I'm really good at dancing. And I was literally like following one lady trying to figure out how this line dancing goes. And I'm gonna tell you, when I finally figured out the line dancing, I was like, my legs are hurting. So I got me a good cardio, was able to meet up with my sister and my friend and my other friend. And it was really good. It was really good. So I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home. And I am going to go to, I'm so happy I don't have to work tomorrow. Well, I do have to work tomorrow, but I want to take my daughter roller skating. And let me tell you the reason why. And I'm going to get to the subject of what I'm talking about tonight. But I need y'all to like literally ride with me on my way home. I should go that way, shouldn't I? No, Mona, because that's the long way. But that's like the shortcut way, Mona. But you're already in your right lane. I could do a U-turn. Okay, so let me go. Wait, be patient. Do y'all hear this person in the back? Like, will you move? Be patient, sir. These things take time. But I had a really good time tonight. So I wanted to leave work early today. And I'm going to be very honest with you. In my position, I should be able to say, I'm leaving work early. I remember maybe 2 years back when I was not in the position that I am in. I was an assistant. And at the time, the person who was above me, he would leave around 2 o'clock just to take his daggone dog out to take a pee and be gone for the entire day while I'm running it. So I figured, when I get into position, I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be leaving early. I just feel like I'm the first to get in and the last one to leave. So anywho, I'm not going to complain because at the end of the day, I'm happy that I do have a job. I am. And I do have my business too. Those waters will be in stores 2023. I'm claiming it. And it's other things too that I do have. So I'm not going to complain. But what I want to know is when I looked at my daggone taxes, why I felt like they robbed me. I felt like they took so much from me the amount that they took from me was another person. That was income. I know you're like, well, they took from everybody. No, 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 no. That was like that's like what I made when I was like maybe 18 years old. I'm just trying to understand how can you take all of this money from me and leave me with what? And it made me think like, am I just here to work so the government can get taxes? It made me think like, so what the heck are y'all doing with the money that I work for? You sending it overseas? You're not even, I mean, I hear the complaints about, eggs, being like $6.99 and meat, but I don't eat meat. But I'm just saying, you took my money. You took $25,000 out of my paycheck, and y'all was trying to figure out where's everything going these days. So this year, I have decided not to do my own taxes because I've been doing my own taxes. This year, I'm gonna have to get the professionals involved because I want all my daggone money. I know you like, Mona, what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about, especially if you paying taxes. I cannot believe it. Like, y'all, if you could have seen my eyeballs, like, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun dun. Like, I was looking like, wait a minute, $5,000 for here, $7,000 for there, $9,000 for this, $8,000 for that. I'm like, wait a minute, wait. When did I become a daggone meal? I need you to explain this to me from elementary school to middle school to high school to college. When did I become a meal and you take my money? I felt like the government robbed me with no gun. You just said, "Oh, I see you over there working. Oh, I see you're trying to do your best." So what we'll do is you'll get this and we'll take that. Thank you. And you had these folks on you have these folks in office just saying we just gonna give it overseas to people who ain't work like I work, who don't have to deal with the bills that I deal with. And I praise God and I thank God that I have it to pay it. But I still should have enough to go shopping and treat myself. Not for the government to be like, oh, this goes to us. I was so mad. I was calling some folks like, y'all, I've been out here grinding and I'm like, wow. I don't want to pay taxes anymore. And from my understanding, I heard that there was never a law to even pay taxes. So why the heck you taking my taxes? Why you taxing me and taking my money? I want all my money because I feel like this. I'm being taxed when I go to work. I'm being taxed when I go home to sleep. Even my house got taxes and they're not even giving credits for it. So you take taxes out of that. And then, yes, I got the note that said, excuse me, but it seems like your land has a little bit more value. So you'll be taxed this year. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. What y'all doing? Meantime, between time, we got these senators that ain't doing a daggone thing. They're not doing a daggone thing, yet they run and y'all vote for them. I don't even think, nah, I'm just going to speak what's on my mind. These people are Ponzi's, man. Like they were put in positions for you to vote for them because we never even heard of these folks. And they came out of nowhere talking about, yeah, I'm from here and there. We don't remember you. We never seen your face. You don't know what we went through. And they don't care. They sit in here and give you this theatrical play talk questioning folks but never do anything. It's times like these that I'll be like, man, I should run for office. Cause I'll be like, y'all robbing everybody. I'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to check your paychecks real quick. How much of those taxes are coming out? And let's see where it's going to. Congress to pay their $600,000 incomes. These Bamas literally don't even remember what they ate for dinner and they're eating it now. And they're telling us where our money should go. Our money going overseas for stuff that ain't got nothing to do with us. They tell you don't even plant anything in land, but we're going to tax the mess out of you if you get a natural apple. I'm done. I don't know, you guys. I may just run for office. If I do, I'm going ham. I'm going in on everybody. All the money that we work for, you shouldn't touch it at all. Period. And if you're going to do it, then maybe twice a year. But throughout the day, going to year to rob me for $25,000 to $26,000. I'm sorry, y'all. Please make this make sense. Please make it make sense. They took my money. And I was trying to figure out why am I pay. I'm trying to figure out why am I working a salary job and sitting up here doing Amazon on the side. And the government just like, oh, we'll take that too. Thanks. What? Man, I miss Trump. I don't care. Because he was about that. You gonna lower that daggone entrance rate. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He was about that. What they wanted to do was take all your money and send it overseas. I told him unappropriate, rewrite the bill and come back to me. But I'm gonna tell you something. If I was president, oh no, you're not touching the American dollar. Okay? What we're gonna start doing is we're gonna look at this government and we're gonna see what the we're gonna see how much money y'all been getting paid to do nothing. Y'all work for the same team. Let me tell y'all something. I told y'all years ago when I had to represent myself in court, I found out that the majority of these attorneys are friends. It's just like me and my cousin, we going against the same case, but she's on the other side and I'm on the other side. We cousins. We both getting paid and trying to see who's gonna win the thing. We don't care for your interest. So these people really don't care. And sometimes I'll be like, where are these people coming from? So I got a letter talking about if you make 40 something, I think it was like 40 something thousand a year, and you have 3 children, you can get an earned income tax credit. Are you, wait a minute, for 3 children? And they had the insult to go all the way down to 16,000. You know what that means? They about to tax the mess out of everybody. Everybody that was thinking they was gonna get this huge tax income credit, not happening this year, bro. All the stuff that you used to get for the last 7 years, not happening. You gotta be like below to see those type of digits. And ain't nobody going backwards. But somebody has decided to stick up the joint and rob us all. Which means we need to get rid of the person that's doing it. These people they've gotten so trifling and selfish that they're literally stealing our money. You're literally stealing our money. You're gonna steal my money. I don't understand that. You I feel like a daggone slave. So you made me work out in the fields, and the whole time I'm filling up the cotton bag. I'm thinking I'm gonna take the whole thing with me, and you took half of it. It's not funny. It's not funny. Look at y'all daggone paychecks, and you tell me, does it make sense? They're gonna say, "Oh, you did really good this year. Oh, okay, all right. So you'll take this, and we'll take that. Thanks." Um, no, that's not cool. That's not cool because the whole time while people was trying to get to work, they was waiting from paycheck to paycheck. Instead of them paying $1.09 for eggs, now you're paying $6.09 for eggs. That's not cool. So, you guys need to pay attention to what's going on out here. I couldn't believe my eyeballs. I want all my money back, all of it. I'm honestly thinking I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay taxes anymore. I'm gonna find me a loophole. Maybe it's not even a loophole, but I just thought that it was never a law to pay taxes. But yet these Bammers, excuse my mouth, these people are sticking their hands into our money. What are they doing with it? You can't even tell them what to do with it. They just be like, "Oh, we just gonna take this and send it over here for what?" Y'all need to pay attention who y'all voting for, man. Anywho, on to the next. On to the next. What can you do? You can complain about it, you can cry about it, but if you ain't gonna go out and do nothing about it, then there ain't no point of you even talking about it. I'm serious. I think I may run for Congress. It's all these corrupt people running for Congress any daggone way. You might as well have somebody with good intentions to say, y'all not gonna be sitting up here taking our money. Y'all not for us. I should be able to see my whole paycheck, not the gross, the net. I should be able to see everything, not some little ticket that said this is what you made, but this is what you take home. Because I'm still trying to understand this. How is it I'm working the way I'm working and y'all robbing us? But that's why I have this mindset. Like I gotta get out of this 99% thing and get into the 1% that make this type of dag on wealth. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that God will give over to the just. He will. And those that are wicked, they will fall into the daggone holes that they dig. But people are really out here trying to figure out how they're going to eat. They paying their bills. They literally living paycheck to paycheck. Everybody is feeling it. Meantime, between time, you got these people that look like the crypt keepers. I mean, they old as I don't need the hills. 99, 100 years old. They don't want nobody else to live because they know they on their way out the door. So they just feel that they just got to make everybody's life miserable. We ain't got to put up with that. This is the land of the free, boo. Nobody voted for these people in office, and some of these people will put it in as pawns. And we need to say that they're fake. They're not for us. They're not for us. I should be able to get my paycheck and be like, that's what I'm talking about. Let me pay these bills and have some money to put to the side and have some money to go shopping. I should not have to be like, well, did it, dear, dear, dear. I'm gonna call the police on these daggone speeders out here. Sorry, you guys. There was 2 cars speeding, and I had to beat my horn. I don't like people who break the law. I don't. But you know what? I'm gonna get. We gotta get rid of these people, man. I'm sorry. We gotta get rid of these people. These people that are trying to make our way of life just hard. They need to go. And what I mean by get rid of them, we need to vote them out. They should never, ever, ever be given a mic, a platform, or anything when they're trying to ruin our freedoms and our just way of life. It should not be this harsh. When we went to school, when we were young, we had a great time going on the playground, having a good time. As soon as we hit the work first, dad gone it. Every time I turn around, you taxing me for everything. You got to get taxed for gas. Gas goes into your car. You got to get taxed for your insurance you pay for your car. You got to get taxed when you go to work. You got to get taxed for your housing tax. You got to tax for your insurance for the house and insurance for the car. Oh, not to mention you hungry. You got to get, you taking tax out of tax. And then when I get my money, you taking tax and taking my money. What is this? Just tax money? Nobody asked for a bigger government. These Bammers are really sitting on their behinds, not doing a daggone thing while the rest of us are sitting up here working and they taking our money. Now I get it. If you want to build a road, I get it. But this is just beyond, this is just some narcissist behaviors here. How you gonna take my money and tell me like I'm some mule? That you need to be very honest. Why don't you just be honest to people and children when they go to school? You know the reason why you're going to school. And so when you graduate, we can put you in a workplace so we can tax the mess out of you, work you like a slave, and take half of the earnings you want to make. We're going to get all the money from you and your offsprings. And at the end of the day, you're going to go broke. I'm not going out like that. I'm not. Again, we are in America. And you got to get out of that rat race. And I have to get out of this rat race because if I don't, they'll take everything. You have to live your life. You have to live your dreams. Because if you don't, they will take everything. You trying to fix. Come on, man. You needed ample enough. Excuse me, you guys. You needed ample enough space to get in front of me like that. You could have sideswiped me. Let me get in the house. I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know. I may just run for Congress. I know they're going to try to dig some dirt up, but I'm like, all y'all trifling as hell, taking everybody's money. Like, look, I'm going to have the receipts for how much y'all paying just for the gardener, okay? You sitting up here taking her money, and that's the money she had to provide for her children. You Bammers don't even need to be in existence right now. As far as I'm concerned, we can get robots to run your daggone jobs. Since you trying to get AI any daggone way, paying y'all more money for what? I want all my duckies. I should not have to go to work and give you my hours. Let me tell you something about time, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you are exchanging. You are exchanging hours for money. You can never get those hours back again. So when you go to work and you have to leave your child with the grandparents or with the babysitter or at school, when you go to work and you have to stop doing what you love to do because you are giving your time to a job, you can never get that back. And the mere fact that this daggone government took my money without my permission, we got an issue. Somebody's been robbing me, and I had no clue. You've been sitting up here taking and doxing all the things that you want, and then we are in debt. So I have to sit up here and balance my checkbook, right? I got to sit up here and make sure that my credit cards are paid on time because I went that A1 credit, right? But yet and still, the idiots that run these so-called top official sectors of our country cannot even comprehend the trillions of dollars of debt that we are in. And you're going to take my money and you're going to go down to Wall Street and use it for craps? You're going to gamble away with it? Make it make sense to me. Please make it make sense to me. I'm trying to tell you, in order for us to break the cycle, the people who are in positions, they don't need to be in those positions. They're old, they're washed up, they need to be gone. And the new ones that come in there, you need to question them. Because some of these people who they've been literally placed there as actors. They say that they're Republican, Democrat, but really they work for the person who really wants to run it. Puppet master. Get rid of them. Because I shouldn't look at my daggone paycheck and all my money gone. And you shouldn't either. I'm just saying, somebody needs to answer to these things. Taxing. I mean, you just gonna tax everything. You just gonna take everything. So if you made 200,000, you really ain't make 200,000. You made half of that because they went ahead and took the other half. But why? You didn't help me. You didn't do anything. But why? You didn't know. That's the reason why you're here. Because at the end of the day, we need to see what we can get off of you, the coins we can get off of you. They take your good life, your good years, your youth, and see that's the issue that a lot of these oldens have with this generation now, and those who are up and coming. They're not willing to give their life for others to be comfortable while they sit up here and work like slaves. They just like, I'm not doing it. I got things to do. I don't blame them because I'm waking up and I'm like, nah, you're not gonna be taking my money. I work for this. So if I work and I stayed at work until 9 p.m., what gives you the right to take my money and then send it overseas for a war that I didn't fund? I didn't vote for you. I didn't fund it, but you take my money and send it over there. No, I want all my money. Y'all living in fat castles, driving big cars. I'm talking about these government officials, your senators, your so-called representations, and all this other crap. These people are playing the mess out of y'all. Look at your paycheck. Look at your high bill. Make it make sense. I don't want no excuses either. Okay, if you're cool with people robbing you, then you just shut up and sit to the side. But I'm not with it. I'm just not. So I've been making my own plans. What is it, Ramona? Number one, I have to venture out to do my own thing, my own business. And I'm gonna be writing off everything. The same way they found loops and stuff, you gotta find loops too. But I'm gonna be really paying attention to the people that I vote for. If your interest is not into me, I want you out of office. I was even talking to some ladies today, and I was thinking, like, would you ever run for office? They was like, no. A lot of people feel like they can't run for office because their background. But I'm like, a lot of these people in office, look at their backgrounds, look at the videos and the corrupt stuff that they're finding right now. You need to go and run for it. You never know who will vote for you. These people are already freaking corrupt. They're not perfect, and they're rotten as hell. So don't think that sure maybe I shouldn't run because my background. I'm gonna tell you something. If Mona Hines had some money, I sure enough will run. I would. And there's a lot of things that I would be like, hell no, we not doing. There's gonna be a lot of people that probably be against me because I would be against them, but I don't care. The thing about the truth is that the truth has to come out, and somebody has to stand up. You can't just be like, well, I'm just gonna do what they want me to do. I'm just gonna be quiet and be scared with my tail between my legs. No, I would run. I would be going through everybody's paycheck. You gonna get paid just like the American people. I bet you wouldn't want to run now that you know you only gonna make 60,000 a year. Next, Ramona, you would do that. I certainly would. You gonna feel it too, just like the rest of the American people, soldiers, and even regular folks. You gonna feel it too. You're not gonna sit up and be making $800,000 and you don't do nothing. You don't even pass the bill. You help print out the 800,000 pages that nobody can read. Talking about when's my next paycheck. Y'all all sit up here after hours having freaking get together parties. I'm trying to tell you, Democrat and Republican, they all the same for real, for real. They really are. And if you notice, when one term is about to end, the other one come rising up and accusing. It's like the media allow them to point the finger. It's all being played by the same old puppet master. And the ones you know that are legit is when both parties can't stand them. I'm just saying, it's the truth. You need people that's gonna really represent you. That's not they're not gonna care. Because let me tell you, when people get in these high positions, they're evil in high places. When people get in positions, you don't know what they may be faced with. They may be faced with folks telling them, if you don't vote for this, we'll kill you and your family. Or they may say, if you don't pass this daggone law, we'll take you out. You don't know what people are dealing with. Maybe it's not like that, but I'm still trying to comprehend how the heck can you make so much money and not see it. I don't blame people that get paid under the table. I don't blame people that was doing stuff off to the side. See, that's the reason why they now want to make everything digital because they can see what's going on. I don't blame them because anytime when you do things right and they sit up here and they take so much, it's just not right. They don't know what type of bills you're dealing with, but they still went ahead and took 25,000 from your pocket. They still went ahead and took 50,000 from your pocket. I mean, are y'all copy? I'm sorry, you guys. Are you guys comprehending me right now? I feel like the money you worked for, it should be in your pocket. And when it goes out your pocket, it should go wherever it's supposed to go. You tax it on that. But not when it comes in your pocket. Because that's to me, I don't know, maybe this is a realization that to me this is saying we see your potential and we want to take from you. It's like a realtor. And I am a realtor. I'm a realtor in the state of Virginia. But it's like a realtor. When you make a sale on an apartment, I said apartment, on a house, your broker get a percentage of it. Your broker may get 30% of your dag on sale because you work for the brokerage. So you're not walking away with all that money. The broker is saying, oh, we work together. So you work for the firm. I get my cut. You get yours. So the government get their cut and you get yours, but they get more than their daggone cut. They shouldn't be taking all of this daggone cut. So who made these rules? Why is it that y'all make so much money as the so-called officials when these people are voted into office? It's not because, I'm so happy because I plan to do so much for you guys. I plan to make a difference. No, that money about to come to them too. I want to know how much they make. I'm about to start look. I'm about to start seeing how much these people make, so I can see how much taxes is coming out your paycheck because it's nothing like doing a lot of work and somebody taking all your money. Yet and still, I see people that come over here and literally they make money. I had some work done and I needed some work done. And the person said, write me a check and say it's for such and such. That check was not taxable, but he made his money. Smart. A lot of folks coming over here making their money and not even going through the system. Smart. I can't even stress. It's smart. Eventually you'll say, well, Ramona, he'll probably get taxed for it. Yeah, but guess what? I just got taxed. And I'm from the US to the A. I just got taxed. And they took everything from me when I worked my behind off and I didn't get home until late. And they took everything from me. When I would say everything, but they took majority of stuff that I can use, stuff that would be used for me and my family, stuff that would be good for my daughter, for her education, for travel, for even if I wanted to redo my deck, some stuff that I could do. You went in here and took my money. I sat there until like 8, 9 o'clock when I was supposed to be off the clock at 6 o'clock, and you went ahead and took my money. And the rest of y'all can be like, I'm not going to trip because, I'm going to get my taxes. Look at your freaking paychecks and tell me. Make it make sense. If I'm supposed to be getting paid this amount of money and you telling me I'm only really getting a third of that and you going to take the rest, please make this make sense to me. So you telling me I'm only working for you? Hmm? Not enough to even put in your own retirement, but you took so much from me to benefit you? Make this make sense. Whatever. I'm done with crying about that. I'm done with crying about this, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing I can say is this. This is the time to start pursuing the things that you want. And sometimes we have to really disconnect from the matrix. Because at the end of the day, a lot of folks are taking your hard hours. You cannot get back time. People will pay a lot of money for time. People will pay billions for time just if they can speak to their mother again. They'll pay $1 million to speak to the deceased mother again because that time you can't get back. You can't get back when you was in your 20s and your 30s. Therefore, you can't mess up when you're in your 40s or your 50s. And now I'm understanding things for what it is. So, and I say, so what was the purpose of this? Why did you make me jump through hoops when you took my money? Well, everybody has to do their part. Bull. Let me see your taxes. Let me see. How much money do you make not to do anything? That lady ACO or OCA, how much she make a year to do nothing? You sit there and you make laws, you go before Congress just to argue. These people give, it's pure theater, acting. House Speaker, I'm so upset about what's going on today. I feel that we need to do this and that and this and that, and the American people needs this, that, and the third. And ain't nobody sitting in the chairs. Yeah, you getting paid $800,000 just to say that, and then you go like, oh, well, I did my job. Now you going back to the house, chilling. Bunch of liars, hypocrites. I should be able to do some work, see my money, and be like, good. Uh, a hard work's paid. A job well done. Get my bills paid. I shouldn't have to look back and be like, what? Wait a minute, I don't understand. So how much was given to me and how much did the government take? So what do I propose? I propose that you find your dreams and ambitions and do what you need to do. Be an entrepreneur. Because then this 9 to 5 mess is not kicking it. Because they're going to take everything from you. Even as an entrepreneur, when you got your own money coming in the way you wanted to come in, there's certain things that can be reported and some don't. Hey, I'm not saying rob the government, but hell, don't let them rob you. Be wise, baby. Is this ain't making no sense to me? Well, it's making sense. I just when I just saw the taxes that came out, I was just like, how? How did you guys take this and how? I'm over it. Everybody I know though, I know folks making 6 figures and they're working a part-time job. I know moms working for the government and they're trying to get a part-time job. Even me, trying to get my business up and running. And I'm like, okay, on my day off, let me see what I can do on a part-time job. You know why? Because my government took money from me. That money I could be using so I can relax on my day off and recoup when I go back in because you taking the money any daggone way. Make it make sense. We got Bammers in office that don't even know what the heck I'm not even going to talk about it. Look at y'all paychecks if y'all work, and you tell me. Y'all probably nodding your head like, sis, you ain't got to tell us. We know. But that's America. No, 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 no. That's some trifling folks that was never even voted to be put in office that was placed in the positions that they in to put hardship on people like us. And they need to step down. We need some new leadership. That's what that's called. They need to be fired. Jobs are they're not doing a good job. Anyway, let me run up in here real quick to grab something, and when I get back, we'll talk about um this whole dating thing or whatever. All right, y'all, I'm back again. Sorry. I don't even know what I was talking about. No, look at me. I don't even know what I was talking about. These Congress members and all of that other stuff. But enough of that because it's so depressing. These are my thoughts though, because sometimes I'll be like, maybe, you know how sometimes you feel like I don't want anybody to think I'm a tyrant or something. I just gotta speak the truth, man. We should be paying all these taxes. Um, so sorry, y'all. I don't even know what the name of it. Hold on. I wanted to discuss like before I go in the house, which is extremely late, about what's going on in the relationship sector out here, and how things have really how they really changed. Now, today we went out. I went out with a couple of my friends, with my sister. It was my sister, a really good friend of mine. She turned 41 today, 42. And we went out today. We had a really good time. And the crowd that we went out with, I think they were like 35 and older. And yeah, I walked in the bathroom, and this is real talk. I walked in the bathroom, and it was a lady. She had to be older because she had gray hair, but she looked good. And she was talking about, we were taught how to suck, DICK. Excuse my mouth. And the other lady said, "Oh no." And she looked like an older lady. "We were never taught that, not in our household." And they were sitting up there talking, and I came in there and I'm listening and I'm looking at them and I said, "Excuse me, ladies." I mean, these ladies look 15, 20 years older than me. I said, "Let me ask you this question. Who is sucking DICK in the year of 2023? Who's doing that?" And they both started laughing like, "You right. Ain't nobody, don't nobody need to be even." And I'm like, are you really about to have a conversation about that? And I'm like, we're ladies, like I guess that particular spot, they just freely talk, but at all times I'm a lady. But that's to be very real. Who is out here doing stuff like that in 2023? Risque. Number one, your body is a temple. Number two, it's a sin if it ain't your husband. Number three, these dudes out here dipping in dudes and coming back home to you, and you gonna put your lips on that? My nostrils got big in that bathroom. That stank. And they shut it down real quick, like, you right, sis. Let's not even talking about that. Because ugh, gross. So what I am finding is that, I don't know, people are just crazy these days. People are off these days too. I had a good talk with a friend of mine before I met up with my crew, to celebrate her birthday. And she was talking about how focused she is, how she not, how she had to ask herself whether it was cool for her to even date somebody while she's still married to her husband, or while she's still with her husband. And the reason why she just basically focuses on her children. And I told her, like, I feel like maybe it's not an age thing. I think with me it's a wisdom thing. It's a thing of, I done things when I was in my teens, my 20s, my 30s, and I realized that, we create what we think. We become what we think about. That's what Jesus says. We become what we think about. And if you are always in drama with a guy in your life, get rid of it. Get rid of the guy and it altogether. Stop dating and just really stand where you are in the space of the universe where you are, and really ask yourself, how far can you go by yourself? And if you choose to get to that destination and that point, then you could choose whether or not you want somebody to join you in your voyage of life and beyond. But how far can you go by yourself? And that's for male and female. Husband and wife, you could definitely do it. You can go, and especially if you got a good wife, good husband, and y'all both working to achieve this. But if you've been through the drama, heartache, false promises, how far can you go by yourself? And that's what I want to see myself. I for all of these years, let me get over. He's behind my behind. You act like you're too impatient. Go. So how far can you go by yourself? Some of y'all feel like in order for you to feel like you in love or feel like you got a personal high, you gotta have somebody in your life. For what? For what? If it's not your wife and if it's not your husband, for what? Because they stamp your approval. I don't even understand how I don't understand how a woman and a man can have children and then all of a sudden meet somebody new and they don't have time for their children. Because when I have time for my daughter, I have time for her. I always have time for her. I'm a mom. And if some man came into my life, I have to put her on the back burner. I have to say, "Ma, can you watch her tonight?" I have to say, "Go in the other room. Mommy busy right now." No, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm going for what I want with my daughter. But I will say, like, people got it. People got it so twisted and backward. They really do. They think that it's a book, and there is a book. It's called the Bible. People don't go according to that. And so when they don't go according to that, you have to abide by that. And you have to stick with the expectations of what God wants for you and not yield to this mess out here. But I couldn't believe I walked up in there all that gray hair. I mean, the women look young, but they did, I could tell they were older than me. But y'all sitting up there talking about that. I mean, there's men out here sleeping with other men and then going, "Ooh, look at all them deers." Get out of my way, because I ain't nobody getting ran over today. Mm-hmm. Y'all should have seen them. This whole flock of them deers. I'm so happy to be the pup to be pulling in home. But yeah, you guys, you gotta go for your thing and what you want to do. Whatever makes you happy. And it doesn't mean that you have to go overseas and be on the beach and you have to get a degree. And if you did get a degree and got a good business, and that means you successful. No, successful is doing the things that you like to do. That's successful. It's being at peace and you're doing something that you actively want to do. You want to be a wife and you're having fun being a wife and you enjoy it, then that's a success. If you pursued a position and a dream and you enjoy every bit of it, that's a success. Everybody trying to see you in your Facebook pictures. Nobody cares. Everybody got their own personal goals and what they want in life. And the world is so big that it's never held just for one person or one class of people. It takes this seat a very long time to move back. Oh Lord. Let me get my stuff. Yeah, but today was a good day. I couldn't believe them ladies talking about that. They were like, I was taught in the house. I was never said. I'm like, who doing that in 2023? I don't know about, not that I'm looking at any of the men out here, but a lot of them look so feminine. Mm. And I had a dream of a woman having sex with a man, and it was shown that he had sex with a man and then came back and had sex with her. Y'all better be careful. I'm keeping it real because they out here. The people that don't care, you don't really want to hear about it, but I don't care. I'll be the first to tell you. But again, my channel, I'm not getting paid for it. But people need to know. So I was really surprised that y'all sitting up here talking about that. Oh my gosh. Why would 7-Eleven make this type of cheese? It's so spicy and hot. Why? Let me put this stuff out. What made me get this? Oh no. Sometimes I feel bad. Sometimes I feel bad for being so real. And it's not because I didn't say the truth. It's because people don't like the truth, and when they don't like the truth, you're not as popular as you want to be. If you tell somebody, well, that's wrong, or why would you do that? They don't want to look at you no more. And you say to yourself, well, maybe I shouldn't have touched that subject. Maybe I shouldn't have said those things. But I'm 40. I don't care how you feel. You better be careful. Because if your mama ain't said it, Mona said it. You can't be playing around out here. You can't be thinking that every dude you think that's cute is, I don't know, well, he look cute. And I'm like, look at his traits. Because if he's sitting up here sleeping with men, he's sleeping with you. And some of y'all think ain't nothing wrong with that. No, something's very wrong with it. Um, we have to teach our youth to practice celibacy. A lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but your body's a temple. And even the old ones need to understand that too. You're too old to be sitting up here giving your body to everybody. Have you had enough? You looking for a different result, but you still doing the same daggone thing. You've been with him for all these years, laying on your back, and he been getting the milk for free, and you still waiting for him to propose. Girl, stop. He's not. You didn't give him anything to fight for. You gave it away for free. You know, back in the day, the Bible, them women were virgins, okay? Never being with another man. The men had to fight for these women. Y'all just giving it up so easy. Soon as they get it, they look at you in disgust. That's just like David's son. When he went ahead and raped his daggone own sister, trifling. He lusted after her. But once he raped her and got what he got, he hated her. Y'all don't, the dudes out here, y'all give it up so easy. Y'all don't even know how to present yourselves as women. Today, I was somewhere and I witnessed a lady. She was too hard when it came to this man. She presented herself in such a harsh way. But she thinks that it's a way to attract men. But I'm like, nobody ever taught you that? That'll run men away because you coming off too harsh. Your mouth, it it curses a lot, you know. But this is people are creatures of nature. You know, the things that they do, it will project. And that's the reason why when you go around a man, you don't even know how to act. You don't even know how to talk. And even a man, you don't even know how to act, and you won't even know how to talk. I don't want to make no excuses for women. When I look at men, I'll be like, you said what? Oh, really? Mm, what's wrong with y'all? I'm not missing out on anything. I'm just the person that sits to the side and eat popcorn and just look. And I warn. I won't sit up here and be like, sister girl, your body is a temple. If your mother never told you that, don't just don't give your body up for a man that's not going to marry you. You wait for the ring, and then on your wedding day, that's when you can do your thing. But if as long as you think you showing up and you proving yourself, I gave him my body. When you do that, you devalue yourself, and he honestly can't stand you because you did that. He got the prize. See, when I was in the courting field, it was about the chase. A man loved the chase, running after something that he couldn't get. But if you give it up so easy, he does not want you. And if you become the woman that's untouchable, he will go after you. Come on, ladies, get with the program. Get with the program. That's like when Lauren Hill said, you give it up so easy. You give what she say, you give it up so easy you ain't even fooling him. You're not even fooling him. You a thought. And it's okay. It's okay. Start with where you're at and ask God for forgiveness. Repent of your sins. Ask him to change you, to turn you into a virtuous woman. Because you are worthy of good things. Nobody should come to you just because they want your body. And you think you did a justice. I felt his appetite. Girl, plot by. You got the same thing that the next woman has. Ain't nothing new. The dudes, these men out here need to learn that they need to work for your hand. That's why you got a bunch of lazy bums that ain't doing nothing now. Because they're not working for your hand. And I mean your hand in marriage. If they're going and knocking at your door and you open up the door, opening up wherever else and letting him lay in between and do whatever he want, and he can come and go as he please, he not going to work. But when you have expectations and boundaries, oh, he going to work. And if you're not giving that up, he going to work. Because he know, like, out of everybody on the block, everybody from Monisha, DeQuisha, Nicole, Kelly, all of them are giving up the goods. But this one right here, she's just not. What's different with her? You need to work. So he start going in the fields, plowing and doing whatever he can to show proof that he's worthy of it. Because he should work. Because if it's given so easy, it's not worth it. It's not. You just basically ruined the damn prize. Sorry, y'all. Excuse my mouth. Where's my keys? What's going on? Oh, right here. You ruined the prize. You gave him up everything. There's nothing else to give. No birthday cakes, jewels, diamonds, nothing. Jackets. No, you already gave him the ultimate prize, and that was your body. He's won you over. He's dominated you. And now you no longer have the power. You give up your power when you lay down. And that's for a man too. Some men have different things. It can be sex, it can be in their hair. Some men have certain strengths in them. And when somebody finds out your strength, they will take it and knock you down. So that's my words to the wise. Please share this to someone who needs to hear it. You're trying to figure out why he don't love me. Because you give it up too daggone easy. Ain't nobody want to sit up there and deal with somebody they ain't got to put no work into. It's not a challenge. I'm just saying. Don't nobody want that. When I walk in a room and I'm not conceited, but I looks at no one. I looks at no man. You know why? Because I don't want none of them. And I ain't conceited. I don't. Y'all know my situation. I'm about, honoring God and providing for my family. None of this crazy mess I need out here. Stupid people. I don't need to call. I don't need to call. Sorry. I don't mean to call. I don't mean to call them stupid. But a lot of gullible folks. Anyway, get with the program. Please, if there's anything you ever learned from this video tonight, look at your taxes. Don't give up the goods. Know your worth. And make sure you get in the gym and work out. Diabetes is real. Stop eating all them cupcakes. That's for somebody who needed to hear that. Talking about, I don't know what happened. You know what happened. Y'all have a blessed night tonight.